Minnesota Today podcast is supported by Atomic Data, offering a secure local alternative to the public cloud giants. Their private cloud helps lock down financial, health, and legal data, bringing a personal touch to architecture and support at atomicdata.com.
This is Minnesota Today for Wednesday, July 7th. I'm NPR News reporter Tim Nelson. Here's our top story right now. Plymouth police say they're asking for any information anyone may have on a deadly shooting on Highway 169 on Tuesday night. Officers were called to a parking lot near the highway on a report of a crash. There they found a vehicle had run off the road and been badly damaged, with the driver suffering a gunshot wound. He died a short time later. A local youth baseball league identified him as Coach Jay Boughton. A statement from the Armstrong Cooper Youth Baseball Association says Boughton and his son were both injured. Plymouth Police Chief Eric Fadden says he believes there was some kind of traffic dispute before the shooting, and one of the drivers pulled up and opened fire.
It is one of the most senseless acts that I've ever seen that's resulted in the loss of human life, and it's heartbreaking and it's tragic.
Fadden says investigators are looking for a full-sized SUV, possibly a Tahoe or a Suburban, possibly with driver's side rear bumper damage. Investigators have a low-resolution image of the vehicle taken from a MnDOT traffic camera, but are hoping to get a sharper photo to help identify the suspect. Also today, the Minnesota legislature officially wrapped up, but without an expected effort by Senate Republicans to oust two high-ranking appointees of DFL Governor Tim Walz. Tim Pugmire reports.
Republican Senate leaders had planned confirmation votes on Department of Natural Resources Commissioner Sarah Stroman and Dean Compart of the Board of Animal Health. But instead, senators voted in support of a DFL motion to adjourn the special session and go home. DFL Senator Aaron Murphy of St. Paul criticized Republican leaders over their handling of the confirmations and keeping many unresolved.
It was an effort by the majority in this body to discredit and destabilize a government meant to serve the people.
Senate Republicans had planned to vote down the confirmation of Minnesota Pollution Control Agency Commissioner Laura Bishop, but she resigned her post ahead of a Tuesday hearing.
That's NPR political reporter Tim Pugmire. Also today, state authorities said there would be no hunting season for timber wolves in Minnesota this year. Dan Gunderson has that story.
The state took over management of gray wolves when the federal government removed endangered species protections last year. DNR officials on Wednesday told a meeting of the 20-member Wolf Plan Advisory Committee there would be no decision on holding a wolf hunt until a revision of the state wolf plan is completed sometime early next year. When federal protections for the wolf were removed in 2011, the state moved quickly to authorize wolf hunts for the next 3 years, until a federal judge reinstated Endangered Species Act protection late in 2014. Hunters and livestock farmers strongly support a wolf season. Environmental groups and tribal nations in Minnesota oppose a hunting or trapping season. I'm Dan Gunderson, Moorhead.
Wisconsin did have a hastily arranged wolf season earlier this year after protections were ended, and hunters killed nearly half as many wolves as the state permitted. A recent study released by the University of Wisconsin estimates a third of the state's wolves were killed by hunters or poachers. And the young woman who recorded video of the death of George Floyd says it was her uncle that died in a crash with a Minneapolis police vehicle. Darnella Frazier said Lanil Frazier was in the vehicle that collided with a Minneapolis squad car at Lyndale and 41st Avenues early Tuesday morning. Police said the officer had spotted a carjacked vehicle thought to have been used in multiple business robberies and tried to stop the vehicle. Instead, the car fled and the officer pursued. Less than a dozen blocks away, the northbound squad crashed with two other vehicles and the fleeing car escaped. The officer was hurt and hospitalized. Frazier, aged 40, was badly hurt and died later at North Memorial Health Hospital, according to the Hennepin County Medical Examiner. His niece wrote on Facebook that police, quote, took an innocent life to catch someone else, although she later noted that she didn't consider the death intentional. A GoFundMe set up for Frazier says he's the father of 6 and a grandfather as well. In sports today, the Twins beat the White Sox 6-1 at Target Field this afternoon, and the Lynx host the Dallas Wings tonight. The Lynx are trying to extend a 4-game winning streak. And Minnesota United has a streak going, too. They have not been beaten in the last 7 games. The Loons play the Colorado Rapids tonight in Denver. And here's a look at the weather. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows near 40 northeast to the mid-50s southwest. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a slight chance of thunderstorms southwest. Highs will be in the 70s. That's it for Minnesota Today. Thanks for listening. I'm Tim Nelson. Phil Picardi will have an update in the morning. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy.